Hello, good evening, everybody. My name is Lisa Marie with Sistah Girls Book Club, and I am here with none other than BB Reid. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I am good. It's been a productive day.
I love
I've
that.
gotten almost no writing done, but I did get some work done.
But sometimes the work is not in the writing, and I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. But to get us started, I see you got your water. Let's get into these icebreaker questions. And the first question is water, wine, coffee, or tea?
Okay, so it's gonna be
No,
water.
just one. Just
I
one.
can't do it order.
Just one.
Water. Water all day.
Your
Water.
face, your face said, wait a minute now, honey.
I was ready. I was gonna lay it
Okay,
out.
give it
Like
to
I
us.
got my order.
Okay, give it to us. What would it be? What would it be?
Water, tea, coffee, then wine.
Uh, wine in last place?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the water.
I only really drink when I'm like out, like dinner
Oh,
or
you're a social
something.
drinker.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then that makes sense. Okay, morning or night?
Morning.
Digital or print?
Oh, this is another layered
Oh
question.
no. I already gave you. I
Like,
already gave you. I already gave
what
you
do I
grace for
prefer
that
to
first
read
one.
from, or what do I prefer to like? What do I just prefer as far as reading, or just like? I'll just say digital because I read mostly digital. Yeah,
Okay. Standalone or series?
series.
No, that's shocking. Music or quiet? Siri, nobody is talking to you. Wait a minute.
Oh, okay, that was yours.
Yes,
Listen, I'm in the Airbnb too, so I heard somebody's voice and I was like,
that was she. I don't. So that when I call her name, she don't pick up. But when I say certain words, she'll pick up. Don't know why. Apple, let's work on that. Uh, so you said series, music or quiet?
when I'm writing,
Yes,
quiet. I'm more productive when it's quiet.
girl, you just be having all those thoughts. Just
Mhm. Like sometimes I will write to music. Sometimes, especially if a certain song sets the mood for that scene, for a specific scene. But in general, I don't like right now it's killing me that the TV isn't playing, but because you and I are talking it's good. Like I don't like in general, I need background noise. So I will always have like a TV playing or something just for background noise because I don't like when it's too quiet. But when I'm writing, I'm way more productive when I just cut everything out.
wow. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope that wasn't too brain scrambling.
I ain't got
um,
options. It's mean.
you know what? I should have known you was gonna be the one to give me trouble because Little Miss Why Choose,
Exactly.
Little
I
Miss
don't like
Why,
to choose.
Little Miss Why Choose on the ones and twos should have
Listen,
known.
you show me a cute shirt. It can be like a plain cotton t-shirt, right? You know, the five for tens, right? That you can get out of a clothing store. You show me that and I will not be able to choose a color, not even two colors or three. Give me all the colors. Just give them all
My
to me.
girl said, I got $50. Give me all 10 t-shirts. It's fine. It's
Just
fine.
don't make me choose a color. And I was like, what if I like both of these shades of pink? Well, with pink it's a lot easier because I only really like one shade of pink.
Are you a Libra?
No, I'm a Sagittarius.
Really?
Hmm.
I,
When is Libra season?
that is the end of September, beginning of October.
I don't know.
Not even close.
Mm-mm. I
Uh,
was gonna say maybe I was conceived during Libra season.
this lady here.
I think that's Aquarius season because I was like, I think I came like a little late because I think I was due in December.
I'm sorry, end of December or beginning of January.
Me,
Yes.
I'm beginning to December, December 2nd.
Oh, oh yeah, you said Sag. I'm
End of
thinking
December is Capricorn, I believe.
Capricorn. Yeah, you said Sag.
Hmm.
Okay. Miss BB Reed, before we get into the questions, I just have to tell you, I've been wanting to chat with you since In the Gray. We're not here to talk about In the Gray, and I will not drone on about it. But baby, that was my introduction to you. Okay.
Oh God bless you.
No. So I do have to start this chat with saying, you are my kind of lady. You are my kind of author. I think I've been reading for a really long time. Over 20 years. I've been reading books, specifically independent, urban, like these.
Same.
Like, and I started reading books, these kind of books when I was 13. And I always tell authors, my favorite authors and my favorite books are the ones who go for it, who like just go. My
yes.
thing about you gonna be audacious, baby. Take me through there. Take me through. And baby,
you see me.
Yes. So I have to give you your flowers, baby, because you was the audacious. Like you got audacity as an author, and I feel like a lot of authors in these days are so scared, like they're scared. And I will say, if what I've learned about you thus far, acting with you, and I want to give you your flowers on this. You are an author who knows what you're writing about will be shocking to some, but you trust that your readership will find you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think because you trust that your readership will find you, you will keep finding the success that you are finding. And I just want to congratulate you and give you your flowers and tell you, please continue to do what you're doing. There are going to be naysayers. There are going to be people who like, this is terrible. This, and it's just not for them.
Right.
But the people that it's for, guys, it's fine, babe. Guys. I'm like, this is what I mean when I say an author who is worried about her craft and not about what everybody else is doing.
Yep.
So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And I just think that it's really beautiful what you're doing, and I cannot wait to keep supporting.
Thank you so much.
So
I feel like we have the same story because I've been reading romance for 20 years since I was 13. I'm 33 now. So I was like, I think I started around it was either the 6th or 7th grade, child, I can't remember. But I was like reading adult romances, urban fictions, all of that. Like Wahida Clark was my girl. I like her books stay rent free in my head. But because I've been reading that for so long.
That Thug series had us all in a chokehold.
Trey, oh my God.
Trey Magnum was. I was there, baby.
Trey and Tasha.
That is my sister's favorite series to this day. To this day, she reads it once a year, and I'm like, how do you like? Yeah, I was there. I was locked in. Okay. I tell people all the time, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Any book that you mention, I could probably go pull it off my library. This is something I've been doing for a real long time. So now I get to talk to authors about what they're doing. And so I do like to acknowledge when the authors, when I do these chats, and just like the work that you guys are doing. So amazing.
Thank you.
They tend to, like, I be wanting to argue with people about In the Gray. I don't, because I don't argue with people about their opinions and feelings. But I be like, oh, y'all this got popular on TikTok and y'all just wanted to read it because it got popular on TikTok, but it literally says taboo romance. And if you're not a taboo romance girly, maybe leave it alone.
Yeah. It's like you put the labels for people, but they ignore them. Then you don't put the labels and they get upset. And it's always better to put the labels regardless. But
my thing is, at this point, you know what the book is about. Like, people have been talking about this book for years now. At this point, you know what the book is about.
And I had the spoiler on my website, my old one. I don't know if it's on my new one, but I put the spoiler on my website so that people, if they wanted to know what the twist was and the outcome before they dived in, that they had that option.
Baby, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna move on to say so. I don't stay up to read books a lot anymore because I did it a lot in college and in high school, and you know, my sleep patterns are just terrible. I was up at 4:45, like.
I love it.
somebody tell me something right now. Tell me right now. And I had nobody to ask because none of my friends had read the book. And I was like,
Oh wow.
it just came highly suggested to me. And I was like, I have no, and then trying to explain it to somebody, I was like, I have no one to talk about. I have no one to talk to this about. I don't understand what's happening. Why am I okay with this? Am I a sick person? You start questioning your morals and values. Like, am I a sick person?
And see, I was like, it was designed that way to help put readers in the shoes of Atlas and Rowdy, because at this point they were in love, convinced that they were soulmates, and now they were faced with this information.
Baby, and when I say that could have been a suspense thriller, okay, this is a romance, a suspense, a erotica. It's so many things. I was like,
you know what's crazy? If I actually tried to purposely write a thriller, I probably wouldn't even be able to finish it, because I'd be trying to like be all mysterious and I'd overthink it. I'm a professional overthinker.
Well, same as me, but this was it. You know that book is suspenseful. You know that book is suspenseful. It was like biting of the nails, shaking. I was up like, no. So I got to give you your 10s on that one. I don't care what nobody say. I suggest that book to people all the time. Go read it and come back and talk to me.
Yeah, it started making the rounds again, and I was like, oh gosh. And I was seeing like on
how do you deal with that? Like that pressure?
Of what? Like people's reactions?
Yeah, because I haven't read anything like this like ever. Like
I honestly don't know. It's kind of like think a mixture of how long I've been here at this point. Like I've been an author for, what was it? The anniversary, my 11th anniversary was in January.
Amazing.
So, yeah, and I came out the gate. My very first book was really dark. And so I came out the gate swinging with my book. So it's at this point, it's something that I'm used to. Like I've heard it all before, but also a lot of times it's funny. Like I just laugh. Like it's genuinely funny reading and seeing people's reactions, because I always see it even if they are not tagged, because my name is in it or the book, and so the algorithm will be messy and be like, here you go, look at what these people are saying. And I have like a genuine laugh at it because I just know. But it's also like great to know that all the different range of feelings, like
people could be charging you for therapy, baby. People could be charging you for therapy. Like, I need you to pay for a therapy session, mama. Like, you are stressful, okay?
But I wanted people to like really sit with it and understand, like be in Rowdy and Atlas's shoes when you're faced with the one of a kind, one in a lifetime love, and you're faced with this opposition that's saying you cannot be together because of this, or you probably can't be together because of this. How easy would it be for you to walk away? Because even reading that and you're like, no, like obviously this is morally wrong, you can't do that, but you're still sad, right? You're still rooting for them because you want them to be together. You're like, how can this is not fair. And so it really puts yourself in the character's shoes more than ever when you're faced with that. But it's like kind of like, oh my God, like pulling your hair out, screaming and whatever. And that I
couldn't even, like I was reading this in the middle of the morning. I couldn't even scream, but I just had to get that out the way before we go into what we're actually here to talk about. I'm sorry. I just had to get that out the way. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. I had to get that out the way. I didn't talk to this lady.
I'm here for you, girl. I'm here for you.
Stress me right on out. This book gave me anxiety, but didn't stress me out as bad. It was definitely some anxious moments sprinkled in there. But first, let me get to know you a little bit, because I kind of dived right in. Let me get to know you just a little bit. Where are you from? And when you aren't writing, what do you like to do?
So born in New York, raised in North Carolina, currently living in Georgia, although I kind of live nowhere because I technically moved from Georgia in November. Um,
You just
so
all over the East Coast.
yeah, child, I was actually thinking about going to Chicago next because that's like I've been living in Atlanta for the last 3 years, and I've lived in North Carolina most of my life from the time I was how old was I 5 until I was girl. Don't get me lying.
It's
Uh,
okay.
I
It's okay.
can't do the math. Like
That's where you were raised. That's what you claim.
yeah,
People ask you where you from.
20 something. Yeah, North Carolina since I was 20 something, late 20s. Um, and what was the other question? What do I
What
do?
what do you like to do when you're not writing?
Girl, video games.
Really?
I kind of became like I wouldn't say hardcore because obviously I can't be hardcore if I'm writing romance because that takes up a lot of my time. But when I'm not, like, I actually read less than I used to because I'm like all into video games now. Like, I've always played them throughout my life since I was a kid, but it was kind of like sporadic. Every few years, I might get the urge to play a game and then it would leave me. But like these last couple of years, I've been playing them hardcore. Like, um, it's good for my stress. It's
Okay.
good for me to like let it all go. At first, it was actually kind of stressful because I sucked at it. So it was like I was like, I don't know how this is working for stressfully, but now I'm actually getting good. But it kind of helps me like shut everything away, personal, business wise, everything, and I'm just like sitting here playing this video game, just like
Any
letting
games in
out.
particular?
I like to play role playing games like what's a good one? Dang, what's a good role playing game? I don't think that would be considered role playing. I can't think of a role playing one, but I know um action and adventure ones like God of War, Horizon. Um Dang, what's the one I liked? The Last of Us.
Oh, I keep saying I'm watching that show on HBO.
I want to watch it, but at the same time, like I'm over zombies. I liked. It was kind of complicated because I liked playing The Last of Us, but I didn't like it. Like it was
Mm.
fun, but it gave me a lot of anxiety because I was like zombies. I used to love zombies a lot, like years and years ago. But then I kind of got bored with zombies. But then for some reason, like playing a video game with zombies in it, it makes me feel like I'm actually in the situation, like I'm actually like fighting and running away from zombies, so it gives me so much anxiety. I don't really like the horror games so much. But yeah, that's what I do when I'm not writing. I play
Okay,
video games, yeah.
that's cool.
Oh,
Hey,
he want to look out the window and
girl,
be a part of this conversation.
he wants to go sit down. Go sit down. He don't even bark a lot. That's the crazy part. Like, why would you start barking when I'm doing something? You don't even bark that often. Stop it. So when did you realize you wanted to be an author? Was there like some great moment or
It was. I was 21. It was back in 2014. It was a couple of things. So when I wrote my first book, it really wasn't with the intention of ever becoming an author. Like I just wanted to write a book. Like I had already had a career. I had just graduated from college. I was already in my career. And so like I wasn't looking to make another career or make a shift or anything like that. I just wanted to write a book because at the time I couldn't really find what I wanted to read because like you've been reading as long as I have. Books were not being published at the rate that they are now. There weren't even like there were a lot of authors and it was like emerging a lot, but it was kind of hard. Like the books we liked, like right now, if you wanted to, my first book was a bully romance. It was a dark bully romance. If you wanted to read the dark bully romance, you could find a whole score of them. Anywhere you
yes,
turn, you can find them all over the place. But like 10 years ago, if you wanted like a specific trope or setup, it was a lot harder, right? So like I
especially
wasn't
for dark romance. Dark romance, I'm not sure where this term came from. People say it's from TikTok. People say I don't know where it came
dark
from.
romance. Oh no.
I don't think that's where it came from because even this is what I will say. even some of the books that I read as a teenager, and I am a little bit older than you, as a teenager, they were not called dark romance, but in the urban, so just for instance, the kidnapping to falling in love trope, that is now considered dark romance, right? Because it's taboo. Like you're like, but back then it was happening and it was just still considered urban romance. So that's
Yeah.
why I can't say that TikTok, but something has
No,
shifted.
I would say dark romance has been a term that's been around for at least 10 years.
Yeah, no, not yeah, but and that's what I'm saying. So I was reading what is dark romance, because that's like a big trope in dark romance, or there's so many so many different scenarios and tropes in dark romance had been happening already, but people weren't calling it dark romance. If it took place in the city, it was still considered urban romance. If it took place within a mob, it was considered mafia romance. Like all of these niche tropes and genres weren't,
And see that I think that's the thing. Like dark romance has been shifting a lot to the point where it doesn't really feel dark anymore. Because I don't really consider mafia romance to even be dark.
Right.
Like normally I wouldn't even call Say So dark. To me, it's not dark. But I know that for like industry standards and what readers consider dark these days, for the sake of safety, I call it a dark romance. But 10 years ago,
and I think that's kind of what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't consider nothing dark happened in the book. I wouldn't consider a dark romance. Exactly. But the fact that she allegedly paid her brother's debt with herself, people would consider it a dark romance. And I'm like,
yeah. That was 10 years ago. That was just contemporary romance.
Right. Right. It was it just would have been a mafia romance. It wouldn't have been a dark romance. And so I'm not sure what shifted, but these tropes have been popular for a very, very long time. And that's
why it shifted. Dark romance used to be a niche, right? So it used to be like before even listing triggers was a thing. You said something was dark romance and people knew exactly what to expect, right? They stayed away. But then dark romance became popular. Dark romance started bringing in a lot of money. And so then you had authors who really weren't about that life. Like they were just contemporary romance writers. They saw how marketable and profitable it was. So they really just started writing what they were already writing, but adding in like a sprinkle of something else and then calling it dark romance. And then like their readers would read it because that's their favorite authors. And they're like, oh, this is dark romance. Then I can handle this. I like this. And so that became the new standard of what dark romance is.
This will be my first time publicly saying it. Y'all ain't dark enough. I want black with like some of the stuff I've read that has the dark. I'm like, this is not.
Yeah. So that was the shit. Dark romance.
Don't share my dark romance like publicly. I don't share my taboo reads and I don't share my dark romance reads. My friends keep telling me, you should do it. You should share those. I'm like, no, because y'all are going to think it's something wrong with me. Because why do you enjoy reading this? I'm not saying I want it to happen to me, but in the books.
Yeah.
What's that TikTok? What is a TikTok sound? It's like, what's better? It's something like, it say something like, what's better that's not real? It's like the men in the books. What be happening in the books? Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay. Don't do it to me though. Don't do it to me. But would it be in the books? Yeah. Okay. Like I said in the beginning of this conversation, I like authors with audacity. I don't care if you tell me this book is taking place on Uranus. Just make it make sense on Uranus.
Yeah, exactly.
Do your research and make it make sense. If you tell me astronauts screwing on the moon, cool. I'm
they out there skipping and screwing.
You got my buy-in, but don't tell me he was standing there hitting it doggy style, because how?
Oh my God, I'm trying to picture it, and the image in my mind is so funny.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, just make it make sense. Like, if you can't make it make sense, Make up somewhere on your own. You are all this shit is made up, baby. It's all made up. So at least if you can't make it make sense somewhere where it's already there, if George R. Martin could write 15,000 books about a made up place where two twins could be in a relationship and have baby, you can make up and it go this platinum. You can make up whatever you want as long as it's good.
Mm-hmm. That's what fiction is for.
You can make up whatever. If J.K. Rowling can make up a whole situation about a mysterious witch and wizard school, you can make up whatever you want. I don't care. Just make it make sense in the plot, in the make it make sense in the world that you're creating. Make it make sense in you make it make sense there. Mm-hmm. Y'all not making it make sense. Even it's not making sense. That's sense. That's just my 2 cents. But yeah, the dark romance could definitely be a bit darker. It could.
Yeah. I mean, darker. It used to be, but then dark romance became popular. It became commercial, and so it's really just contemporary romance.
So when you started, I haven't read your first initial release. Did you start out saying I want to write dark romance, taboo romance, or did you just say this is the book?
No, I didn't put any label to it. I didn't put any expectations. It was basically my hobby. Just like after I'm done writing, I can't say come home from work anymore because I work from home, right? But after I'm done writing, like I'll play video games, right? Because it's just how I unwind and that's my relaxation. So that is what writing was for me. I would come home from work and I would sit up all night at my laptop just writing a book. Like I had a story that I wanted to tell. There were no expectations, none of that. Like there were no labels to it. I just had a story in mind and I put it on paper. It was only when I actually wrote a full book with a beginning, middle, and end that I was like, well, fuck. Like I have a book. I should try to actually see if I can share this with people. Like you already did it. You might as well. That was kind of what that shift was. And so I literally like Googled how to publish your book or how to sell your book to a publisher. And that's when, mind you, I've been reading like indie, traditional, whatever. I've been reading romance books since I was 13 years old. And I didn't even know at that point that indie publishing was a thing. I didn't know that a lot of the authors that I was reading had published themselves. I had no idea. I was just reading. I was consuming books at a really fast rate.
You at it from a business standpoint.
Yeah, I was like, no, not at all. It was just something that I wanted to do. It was never like when I wrote Fear Me, it was never my intention to share it with anybody. It was just something that I did for me. Kind of like if someone crochets a blanket, like they crochet a blanket because they like crocheting, right? So that's what Fear Me was when I wrote that book. And then once I had it, again, I already had a career. I was already working in corporate America and I was also in the National Guard. So I wasn't looking to make money. I wasn't looking for any kind of career shift or any of that. And it was just once I had a book written, I was like, well, I might as well see if I can, because I was so proud of it. I wanted to share it with people. And so I just like looked up how I can like how to sell your book to a publisher. And that's when I realized that I could upload it myself. And I created the first cover for it. I created it myself. And
here you are 10 years later, 10 plus years later. Mm-hmm. And just like literally just had a crazy release with Crucible and Chrysalis. Mm-hmm. And you didn't even want all of this. It just was a try.
Yeah. It's just something that happened. It's just one thing led to another type of situation.
So when you get these ideas, where do they usually come from? Like, where did you get the idea from Say So from? The first book, you wanted this bully romance. This is what was in your brain. You couldn't find it. And so you wrote the book that you wanted to read. How has that progressed now to Say So? And I chose Say So instead of Crucible and Chrysalis because those are long, like you need to be ready for those books. Mm-hmm. I thought it was a safer, more safe for everybody.
Say So is a lot tamer. I do like to switch it up because I truly want to write books for everybody. And I'm not writing them in a way where I'm doing it to please, but also because I have a lot of range. I do, like, I can even switch up. I can switch up how I tell a story. Sometimes I'll write it in, like, for instance, sometimes I'll write it in past tense, or sometimes I'll write it in present tense. Sometimes I'll change the way the characters talk. Sometimes I will write a book faster paced, or sometimes I'll make them darker, or I'll make the hero mean, and then the next book I'll make him nice or whatever. I just, like, I do these things not to, like, forcing myself, but because they come natural to me. Because me, like I said, what we said earlier, like, I can't choose. Like, I can't pick a lane and stay in it. That's just not me. I like to, like, be all over the place, go where the wind blows me. So for, like, Say So, that story came to me when I first heard Nights Like This by Kehlani and Ty Dolla $ign.
Yep.
And when it clicked, I think I had heard the song a few times before it clicked at Kehlani, because I didn't really know too much about her at the time. Had no idea who she was. This was way back. So it took me a few years to actually, before I actually wrote Say So. I had the idea, like, circling in my mind for years before I actually sat down to write it. But I was like, I realized she was talking about a girl. And I was like, oh shit. And then because they were both talking about a girl who hurt them.
Do you know what girl she was talking about?
I have no idea. Still don't know much about Kehlani to this day. I've listened to a few of her songs, but I don't really, like, get into all of that with celebrities and stuff. But yeah, so she was singing about a girl who hurt her. She played with her feelings, I guess left her for a guy. And Ty Dolla $ign was also talking about a girl who played with him and left him. I don't know if it was for another guy or what, but I was like, fuck, wouldn't it be crazy if they were talking about the same guy, the same girl? Like, if they were both singing about the same girl who hurt them. And so it didn't quite go that way with Say So, but it was the start of, like, thinking.
I mean, because Kobe didn't leave Hunter. Even though I think, but Hunter was my least liked main character in this story. I'm going to be completely honest.
You didn't like my girl Hunter.
What did you just say?
My girl Hunter.
What did you mute?
Am I mute?
No. Now what just happened? You were talking and now you're muted.
Oh, can you hear me now?
No. What just happened?
Girl, I don't know how to work this. How do I fix it? Oh, you can't hear me. Stop micing.
Hold on. Let me see if this works. Try now.
Hello. No?
Can you hear me?
I can. Yeah. It's me. Am I the drama? But
what in the world? Oh, it says device not connected. Did she lose service? I'm gonna give her a minute to come back. We're gonna have to edit this.
no? You can't hear me? You still can you see me?
Okay.
Can you see me?
No. Oh, this is gonna make me sad.
Can you hear me?
Wait, hold on. Something just happened. Okay, you're on mute. Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. All right. I don't even know what to do because what just happened? Is it my computer?
I wonder. I'm still connected to Wi-Fi.
Wait, it says you're talking. I see it says it's moving. It's green.
Yeah.
Edit mic settings and echo.
Can you hear me now? No. No.
We was
nothing.
just getting juicy. What happened?
You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
Hold on, let me see something.
Hi.
Let me see if we can hear you on the live.
Hello?
Cousins, y'all know.
Now I can't hear you.
Let me see if we can hear you.
FaceTime,
Can you say something?
Camera, audio. Bum, bum, bum. My speakers are
Cousins, y'all
fine.
know.
Now I can't hear you.
Okay, so I can hear you on the live.
Camera, audio.
You can't hear me? This is crazy.
I can't hear you.
Okay, so I can hear you on the live.
Can
you hear this? You can't hear me? This is crazy. Are you? What? Okay. Let me see. Okay. Can I hear it?
Huh?
Can you hear this? You can't hear me?
Now I hear something. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Okay, I still can't hear you. Hold on. I'm going to switch to my iPad.
What? Dun, dun, dun. Notes. I wonder if it's my apps. I don't have a ton of stuff open.
I wonder if that's going to work. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Yes. Come on, hurry up.
Bam, bam. Bam.
We are back.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
You still can't hear me?
No.
This is StreamYard is a hater.
I can hear you.
And it's saying it works. Oh my gosh. It's saying oh my gosh. Okay, let me. Can you hear me now?
Nope.
No. I don't know what to do. I'm on here twice. Wait, I can't hear myself either. And I'm on here twice. I'm on here from both. Your audio was also removed and add yourself back and use the layout buttons. Why was my audio removed?
FaceTime camera.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I just switched from. It's the same thing. It was on default MacBook Air speakers, and then I just switched to MacBook Air speakers, and then that's when the sound came back.
StreamYard is being super duper weird. That has never happened, and we've been using this. Okay, I apologize.
I'm like way up in this thing now, huh?
We were just getting like we were. Anyway, I'm not going to let this throw off any longer.
Don't
Okay.
don't let it bother you.
Okay, because I'm like, I switched to the iPad. I'm like, what is happening?
That was so funny because he was like, okay, everything should be fine now. And I was like, is it?
But how did you know what I said? How did you know what I said? How did you know what I said, though? Let me find out your hidden talent is lip reading.
That was context clues, girl.
Oh my God. So, we were just getting into the thick of Say So. So, wow. Okay. Let me just jump back into the questions. We're gonna edit this part out because this was insane. This was the verses where nobody can get the sound to work, okay? So we meet Kobe.
Why am I so big on this thing? It got me like enlarged, triple zoom. What is going on? Listen, I don't even know how to fix it. It's fine. I'm just gonna look like a giant.
Let me see something. Do that feel better?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh my God. When we first meet Kobe, we literally off the bat meet her in this very vulnerable position where she is clearly upset. We don't know the backstory yet. We don't know what has happened. Why did you choose to drop readers off at that specific moment? What did you want us to gain from meeting Kobe right there?
I feel like it was sort of me learning from past mistakes where one of my biggest regrets with The Bandit is that it took me 200 pages to get to the point. Like, I think it was literally almost 200 pages before the hero and heroine were even in the same room together. Like, they'd spoken and everything, but I was like, I don't know what I was doing. But part of that is learning from past mistakes, and also because I wanted to introduce readers to the stakes right away, at least the emotional stakes of kind of like, I'm a big fan of like fate. Mm-hmm. So what happened between her and Hunter that night, leading her to meet Ocean, and if Hunter had been braver, would Kobe and Ocean have ever happened before? So I kind of wanted to like drop readers, boom, right there in the emotional stakes of it all, and be in Kobe's head about what drove her to like kind of like not just run from Ocean in a sense where, I like him, but I can't deal with this right now, like her emotional turmoil. But that night also had a lot to do with, her pushing herself towards maybe someone who, not necessarily, because I wouldn't say that he necessarily was like straightforward where I want you, because they didn't even speak, where it was kind of her deciding to move away from Hunter and trying to moving away from Hunter like emotionally, and like finally accepting that maybe they weren't meant to be in that sense. So I kind of just wanted right away to understand that this night is what led to it all. This night
this light was the precipice of everything to come.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Ocean and Hunter's cat and mouse game. Do you want me or don't you? Yeah. Do you want me or don't you? Like, what are we doing here? Yeah. But Hunter was probably my least liked main character, and not necessarily because I didn't like Hunter as a person. I didn't like Hunter for Kobe. I feel like they needed Ocean. So these are my thoughts. Kobe and Ocean could have worked with just Kobe and Ocean.
Yeah.
But Kobe and Hunter could have never just worked with Kobe and Hunter. I feel like Hunter would have always had this. She would have always been the same way. Like, I feel like, in a sense, as protective as Hunter was over Kobe, she took her for granted. And I think that's what made me dislike Hunter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like, even, when Kobe reveals that every man, Hunter could do whatever she want, but anytime Kobe even showed a little bit of interest in somebody, Hunter would run that person away. And it was like, because she knew that Kobe had this huge heart and they had this trauma bond that, well, it was not technically a trauma bond, but they had these traumas that bonded them together, and that they had made this found family within each other, that she was always like, she's going to be here no matter what. And she was acting like a man. To me, Hunter...
She was, but you are also forgetting one thing. Kobe did it too. The only difference is Kobe tried to move on from that situation first, but Kobe was just as guilty because they both did it. They both did it, but we caught them, I guess, at a time because of your earlier question of why I dropped readers off at that particular moment in that particular day. Kobe was the first person to move on from that, and Hunter was still kind of like, so I agree with you in that sense where instead of just letting her move on, she was kind of trying to, not on purpose, continue it, because she had very good reason to not want Kobe with Ocean, but they were both definitely guilty of doing it. But I think Kobe was the first one to kind of realize, this is kind of toxic. You don't want me, and I want marriage and babies and a white picket fence, so I'm going to move on. And so you are absolutely right where Hunter was taking Kobe for granted, but Kobe definitely wasn't innocent in all that, because she was acting up too. The one thing I do regret is not getting the flashbacks in there in the book.
Yeah. And maybe that would have fleshed it out more. And that kind of actually led to my next question about, this codependency that they had due to their levels of experienced trauma. Kobe and Hunter, their bond was codependent, but it was also very intimate and sexual at sometimes. And what would you say the pros and cons of adding that relationship were, and how did you feel like it added to the layers of the story? Because I felt like what am I trying to say? Like I said earlier, there could have been a story without Hunter, but it added
because all of them could be, if you take any combination, because think about it, what if one of them died? Would the relationship for the two remaining people fall apart? No, you would hope not. You would hope that they would fuse together even tighter and help them. So yeah, they could all work together as just a couple. The thing is that they didn't want to. They all wanted to be together, right? So the codependency, like you said earlier, write whatever you want, but make it make sense. Right. And so while we know codependency is not healthy, it's not a healthy relationship, and we have to get them away from that. I also feel like when it comes to polyamory, you have to make it make sense, because it isn't a normal way to have a relationship, and it is very complicated, and it can get very messy if you're not careful. But I also believe that for it to work, the characters, and I do it even with when it's multiple men and one girl, where the characters have to have some type of bond without the romantic part, and it take away the romance. They still need, in order for it to work, I feel like they need to have a kind of deep bond. And for Kobe and Hunter, it presented in their codependency, where they leaned on each other maybe a little too much. But this was their deep bond, and how it kind of led into how, how in the world because that's the one question you're asking, how will this work whenever you read or I choose, right? How could this possibly work? And so I feel like there has to be some way, because it wouldn't be a life for everyone. I don't think I could do it. Like, I love it in my books, but I don't know if I could do it in real life. Who knows? But it has to make sense. So their codependency, I think, was me kind of my way of showing like their deep bond. And it wasn't always...
I be saying the codependency was actually the foundation of the relationship.
Yeah, they had like their bond went beyond just being friends or sisters, to where if you if you like, they were fused together so much that if you were to tear them apart, you would lose part of them. So that was kind of the whole point. But
And I
like I
do
said,
think you did a good job at showing that part.
yeah,
Like, you know, Kobe was ice, Hunter was fire, and we need both of these to survive. Like I need this mixture. But Ocean did not understand that until a while into the book, and he was
yeah,
like, but you know what I did appreciate about Ocean?
right,
That as soon as he realized that he was attracted to Hunter, it showed that he had a conscience, because he was like, I do not want to be attracted to this girl. I really just want her. I just really want to capture her so she can come be a best friend to this other person.
yeah.
But she is
I
turned
will I
on.
will admit, because the only way I could write this book is if he wasn't a pig. Like, I could never do that where a man has two women and he's a pig about it. Like,
Yeah,
even with
but how often do you see somebody of Ocean's of his stature, of his means, like, and I think that's why I really liked about Ocean is like, oh, this is a person who has all of this at his disposal, who really could do whatever he wants. And people think, because even Hunter and Kobe thought that he did whatever he wanted. And the more we got to know Ocean, it was like he felt more trapped than either of them. Actually, he felt like he was living in a prison. And the way the information is presented is like, oh, he lives in this tower and his family runs the city and da 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 da. And we finally get to his point of view, and he's like, help me, please. I am Rapunzel. Y'all help me. I was like, oh, I started feeling bad for him. Like,
yeah,
dang. And not only in that instant did it show he had a conscience, but even the disobeying his father and like, I'm not going to mess up my cousin's life by marrying her. That is unfair. Like, he just had such a conscience, and he was I think it's so hard because you're like, oh, is he a good person? No, he's a terrible person. He's a horrible. He does really bad things all the time. But golly, I could give him a break.
The morally gray will confuse you, bruh. It will confuse you.
Yeah, like, his life was very bittersweet. It was like, yes, I have access, I have money,
He had everything, and at the same time, he had nothing.
Right. Like, how did you research and develop his character? I actually think Ocean was my favorite main character in this story, which it's very, like, that really surprised me how much I liked his character.
Really? Why? Because
it's easy. It's easy to like characters like Kobe's character. It's even easy to like Hunter's character. Like, everybody likes the spicy woman. Like everybody likes a kick-ass, go to scorched earth woman.
True.
Like, it's so easy to like either one of those characters. Oh, the sad girl who lost her parents, whose brother's a douche, who had this hard life. It's even easy to empathize with Hunter's rage. We know why Hunter is the way she is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But people look at men like Ocean and they like, what do you have to be mad about? Like, yes, your dad is a crap person, but also, you have private jets, and you wear you're dressed in designer nines, and you have the baddest just throwing themselves at you, and you have a family that loves you, and your mom adores you. So, like, this one small thing is the reason why you're mad. And it's like,
yeah.
So I think that's why. And he was funny. He was a bit psychotic. And my next question actually is, like, do you feel like Ocean actually liked Kobe in a genuine way, or do you feel like it was just, one, his obsessive nature, and two, her allure was that what he could not get in his life, she brought that to him, that gentleness, that sunshine, that carefree, not scared to show my heart on the sleeve, vulnerability. Like, she was literally in the bar crying the first time he saw her. And he was like, oh my God, I'm obsessed. Like, who does that? Like,
True. But yeah, of course he genuinely liked her. Like there wouldn't be a happily ever ending for them if he didn't. But she represented a lot of what he didn't have and want. And but that's the thing, like genuinely good people like Kobe are hard to find, especially in his world. So when you do come across that, you grab onto it. But it's it's not necessarily him just grabbing onto something good. If he just wanted something good and sweet for the sake of good and sweet, he could have got a pet. He could have got a puppy. Hell, he could have took Coco for himself, right?
he could have this one that's making all this noise.
Wait, what kind of dog is he? I thought it was a bulldog.
He's a French bulldog.
Oh, yes. All right, baby. He's so cute. He has blue eyes.
No, he has brown eyes. That's just the screen reflecting.
Oh.
He has brown eyes. He's just a spoiled little thing.
He is.
He wants to be in my life.
He wants to be with his mama.
Papa, lay down. But yeah, so that's like, yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, if a guy ever saw me crying and fell in love, I would be a little scared.
He didn't fall in love right then, but he was definitely intrigued because Kobe in that bar, like she was upset. She was visibly upset, and she was also scared, but she was giving him attitude too, because they had kind of like this nonverbal thing going on where she was just like, "What are you looking at? Why are you staring at me?" Because at first she was like, "Oh my God, he looks so fine," but also he's a little scary with all these people around him. But then at the same time, it's like, what the fuck do you want? Like, why are you in my business? And he saw all of that. He saw at that moment, he saw the layers that were Kobe, because at first glance, he saw just a beautiful, sad girl. But then during that nonverbal communication that was happening across the bar between them, he saw the different layers to her. Like she wasn't afraid to bare herself. Like she was sad in front of a bar full of people, and that's just what it was. She was sad. So he's used to being around people who play games, who hide their feelings, say one thing, do another. He's used to people who are deceitful, right? But Kobe was very open.
Manipulative.
Yeah, and she was very open with who she was and how she was feeling, and that was a refreshing change for him. So yeah, no, he definitely genuinely liked her, but he didn't just like collect her because she was nice and good enough. I mean, he could have got a goldfish for that.
Yeah. And then he did his research. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the other thing I liked about Ocean, is that he was a romantic.
Yeah.
He was a romantic. And a man that's a romantic is a man for me. Mm-hmm. Be romantic about me, but intentional romance. Like, yeah, romance was grand, but it was also very intentional. I tell people all the time, my romance doesn't have to be grand, but it has to be intentional. Something.
But also, he did like regular stuff with her too. Like he took her because he knew she liked hiking and working out, so he took her out to get some fresh air, and they just did like a regular thing, like regular couples. So she could forget the world that she was entering in, and just like, and then that's where he, chose to formally propose to her and whatnot. But I like the fact that he was able to switch it up with her. Like he's like, yeah, I'll drop some cash on you, I'll drop some stacks on you, but at the same time, like, I'll do something as simple as throw out this really expensive fur coat because you're a vegan and you don't like that. Like, no hesitation. I don't want to upset you, Like, she was always his priority no matter what.
And that's why I said Ocean definitely, he carried the story for me. And that's just me as a reader. Like, I was like, gosh, I really like
I feel like that's normal, and that's a good thing, because you don't want all the characters to be the same cookie cutter, because what if it's a cookie cut that you don't like? Now you're stuck with 3 insufferable characters. So honestly, I expect that any author should, and reader included, to go into a book and realize you're not going to identify or like every character, even main characters, side characters, or whatever. You're not going to match with them, and that's perfectly normal. So, like, if you don't like Hunter, you have your reasons, and they're all valid.
Not that I don't like Hunter. I just didn't like Hunter for Kobe.
I get it.
I was like, I would have been okay. Like if they were in
Yeah.
a relationship,
They
I understood the relationship, but sometimes when I end certain books, I'm like, could I have read this if this was this? And I could have read this like Why Choose. I've been on a Why Choose binge, so I'm not mad at it. But I could have read a book about Kobe and Ocean and still finished the book and felt fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if Hunter just played the supportive best friend role, I could have read that and still been like left and felt smitten and like, well, this was great. Like, I like that. I liked how that went. So that's more so like when I thought about it, like I wouldn't want to read a book about Hunter and Kobe. And I wouldn't want to read a book about Hunter and Ocean, but a book about, if a book was just about Kobe and Ocean, absolutely, you still would have had me sold on it. But I understood. I think you did a great job, a phenomenal job of demonstrating Hunter's hesitancy for so many different, and Hunter had hesitancy for so many different reasons. I mean, she had never told Kobe about the situation with Sean, like just so many different things. And I definitely understood that both women appealed to a different side of Ocean. And I don't feel like Ocean would have brought home certain parts of himself to Kobe if Hunter was not there. Now the other one started working. This is really, really crazy. That. So I don't even know. Can I just close out? Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
What? What in the world? This is the craziest situation ever. I am pissed. Because why would my computer start working all of a sudden? And did it kick me off?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I quit.
That is wild. What just happened? Ooh, what did I do? Get it up.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
No. What is happening? I quit. I quit. Cause why? It kicked me out. It kicked me out, and then said,
No, I'm not getting anything.
"This is crazy." Audio default.
Hmm?
I just heard something. No, this is the craziest. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit.
Can you hear me? No. What was that sound?
Oh,
No.
can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Let me just mute my computer. This is the strangest. This I have never had experienced this. Sincerely apologize. This has been the craziest. I'm gonna ask my last two questions and I'm gonna let you go because this has been the like I have never experienced this ever, like ever.
You got your work cut out for you.
I did like I don't know if the computer, the iPad, like it's just. I'm so glad that I've enjoyed talking to you and we have laughed through all of this madness. And I appreciate your patience because this has been absolutely the craziest stream we have done.
That chaos, that is right on brand for me.
The devil is a lie, okay? I will not. Anywho, the only person we haven't talked about was Sean.
Oh,
Sean is not a main character. He plays a significant role in why these three end up together. They're actually, in the girl's perspective traumas. He plays a huge role in that as well. So if Sean is the villain, would that make Ocean an anti-hero? Like, can't call him.
Yeah, I think you could call Ocean an anti-hero, although he's not one of my typical anti-heroes because it's not like obvious and in your face. Because he wasn't mean, at least not to them. Usually my anti-heroes usually come from a place of like them being enemies, so he's really like ruthless with the FMC and vice versa, whereas this dynamic was different. So I guess in a way you could say he's an anti-hero, but just not maybe one of my typical ones.
Yeah. And we don't even need to talk about Sean. He was just a terrible person.
Oh god, yeah.
He just was a greedy, terrible person. Like, just like, why would you do that to people? Why would you do that to Hunter? Why would you do that to Kobe? And why would you try to steal from somebody like Ocean? Like, that was just stupid.
Stupid. Money makes people so stupid though. Like I have seen it time and time again where they say money's the root of all evil, and it is true. It makes people do illogical things, dangerous things. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah. You did mention that this is a standalone. So does that mean no spin-offs, no potential side characters, side quests?
I doubt it.
No more mafia romance, no more like not mafia, but this particular.
I I don't see myself doing a mafia again anytime soon. Because a lot of the tropes that come with it is stuff that I've done again and again, and I've kind of like, I usually, if I do stuff a lot, like with bully romance, eventually I grow bored with it, but
But never say
yeah.
never.
Huh?
But never say never.
You'll see them again for sure, because I'm like, what I'm doing now is I've been like creating a universe where I'm bridging all these different worlds and stories together, and so characters are starting to pop up in each other's stories. Like in Chrysalis, the crew from Lilac pops up. They have like a very extensive cameo, and then there was a cameo actually in Say So itself where Kellen, whose name was actually Z, was a side character in Stolen Duet. And then the meeting he had at the end with Angel, Angel was the main character in The Bandit and The Night. So where you start to see them. So you'll definitely see them again.
As a throuple.
Huh?
As a throuple.
As a throuple, yes.
As a throuple. And this is a question I ask at the end of all my chats. If you had anything, what would you want readers to take away from reading Say So?
Don't forget the strap. I had a really good scene, a flashback between Kobe and Hunter. It was actually a few good scenes that didn't make it in.
We might need a director's cut. We might need a director's cut.
I was like, that's been the one thing that's been bugging me. I haven't thought about anything else. And it always happens like every time I write a book, and it'll be a scene that I've been so excited about, and it doesn't make it in. Like I have it written or at least half written.
Give us the extended version.
Right. And be like, well, that's what the bonus scenes are for. Bonus and deleted scenes, I usually upload them on my website. There's like a whole section, bonus content on my website, bbreid.com. But yeah.
Okay. And that leads us to our last question. You kind of just answered it. Where can our Sistah Girls find you in these internet streets, and how can they keep up with you? And what is next for BB Reid?
Ooh, well, Chrysalis comes out next week, and so Many of the Wilds will be wrapping up. That's my Goldilocks retelling. And then I am writing another retelling, another secret retelling.
Oh, we don't like secrets.
It's a secret for like one more month, and then I'll tell you guys what it is. But it's really fun. This one is also a throuple, but it's MMF this time.
Are you together too?
Yes, ma'am. And then it's set in France, and it's witchy. It's a little witchy, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us, for all of your patience, and for writing such interesting, beautiful characters. And I can't wait to keep up with you and what's next.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. And I wish you all the best of luck with your next adventures. Chicago or wherever it is that you're going.
Girl. Thank you.
Have a good night. I hope you enjoyed this conversation.
I did. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.